Thankful, grateful, and happy. And welcome again to all my peoples. Welcome again to another edition of Live on a Sunday. It is I, your Gay Cross, your Gary host, King Crowder, man, chopping it back up again with a mental checkup that I love to do for my peoples, man, which is called Live on Sunday. Why is this series important, you ask, right? You need to understand how to set yourself up for the work week. You know, the number one compliment I always get, you always got a good energy. You always got a good mentality. You always have good things going on. The reason why that happens is because I'm going to give you the same thing that I try to do. Setting yourself up to have a good week. Mentally, you know what you're doing. Spiritually, you at peace. Emotionally, you done had the conversations. You done got everything out. So that this new week is a new start to you being the best version of yourself. And why you got to be the best version of yourself every week? Because you got to compete. Not for anybody else, but for you. If you want your life to be better, you got to start with that, y'all. You can't ask anybody else to change it. You can't say that things are going to happen to you. What you got to do is immediately start doing new things that help your life out. Now, with the distractions and everything else going on in this world, I know that can be hard. It can be difficult. But to these days like today, we look back on the week that just passed. We analyze how that's going to help us for our life and have fun at the same time. So, today's topics, man, I got to start off with the hardest thing on the news wave. Did y'all see Devin Haney get his head beat in? Lord. If you don't know who Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia are, ladies and gentlemen, they are boxers. I'm a sports guy. I love any type of sports because I love competition. As a man, ladies, you want a man that competes. If a guy says he doesn't want to compete, not compete with people, but compete versus himself, you got a problem. I don't care what that guy does for a living. I don't care about his education level. I don't care about any of that. What I want to check when I meet any man, what's his competitive nature? Does he have strong feelings and opinions when he speaks? Why does that matter? You don't want anybody around you that's passive. I don't care if you disagree with me viciously, vehemently. Do it with energy. Anybody that's passionate, that has strong feelings about themselves, you can work with. I know that's kind of counterproductive to how we might think with most people, y'all. But I really believe strong feelings people, good or bad, are good. I don't want to have to deal with nobody that I got to emotionally lift up. I want people that care a little bit. They got a little fire in their belly. They're going to tell me if I did something wrong. In the same way around. The reason why I say that's so important, y'all, is parables to this thing called life. As I look back at the boxing realm, not necessarily the fighters, Ryan Garcia, the Mexican-American citizen, has been through things. He's been beat up. He's been cut. He's been laughed at, talked about. He has that fire inside of him. Devin Haney has been sheltered by his parents. It's a parable about how a man being sheltered can hurt you. If you do not teach your young man to go out and learn how to fight for themselves, it's going to hurt them later on. What I saw in that fight is the first time that Devin Haney actually met somebody with force. Not when your father's around, not when it's handpicked to make you look good, but when you are by yourself as a man, you see it. You cannot protect your boys, your future young man. You got to mold them correctly. Nothing in this world is going to protect them or help them. You have to let your young man fight a feast. I didn't understand when my parents made me do stuff on my own so much. But I can say exactly when I went to college, I saw the gap. I saw the gap for my parents making me wash clothes, figure it out and talk to doctors on my own, speak up for myself, ask questions, work, do things on my own. I used to think it was a bad thing. Like, man, my parents don't help me as much. But little do you know, it helps you when you get older. It really does. I have not lived with my parents since I was 17, 18 years old. The reason why it's such a big deal, y'all, I want you to know when you've been by yourself, as a man, it helps you. You cannot have a lifeline if you want to be a alpha, a dependent, whatever type of guy you aspire to be. You need to go outside in this world, get your arms scraped up, get punched in the face, and go through things. If you have overbearing parents as a man, it hurts you. As a woman, I can't speak to that. I'm not going to act like I know. But as a man, relationship, friendships, any type of thing you will have, you need to be on your own. An overbearing parent as a man hurts you. Anybody that I look at that hold overbearing parents as a man, they have confidence issues. They have identity issues. They have trouble thinking for themselves. And little do you behold at first, y'all, as a person that may not have had the same things as the sheltered children had, they may appear to be out front when you're younger. But as you age and as y'all grow, you will begin to see the disparity grow because they don't think for themselves. They don't operate for themselves. They don't maneuver and handle contact for themselves. So you may think, man, I feel like this dude is so blessed. He gets so much love and gets so much help. No, he has people hurting him. Because when you get out in this world, y'all, and I never like to get political and talk about relationships all the time, but all the ladies ain't lying. What the ladies are actually saying is very true. Most men, I'll attest to this, do not know how to operate and think for themselves. And what I'm going to show right now is a little bit of how you can see that happening in no time. I want you to pay attention to how Ryan Garcia has to do this, even in his press conference. And to me, it's small, but it shows a lot. It shows that this brother was willing to take a chance and operate on himself. Just watch.
I'm not looking at weight. His dad said no. It's a bet.
I want you to see how Devin Haney's father was talking instead of him.
It's a bet. It's a bet. It's a bet.
In a man world, that is bad. Mr. Haney, God bless you, brother, doesn't even understand that you are harming your son for speaking for this grown adult male. You are inserting yourself in battles, consequences, and discussions that he's having that his peers are losing respect for him.
It's a bet. It's a bet. It's a bet. No, 500. No, 500,000 per pound. Hey, Ryan. Hey,
I want y'all to pay attention. Mr. Haney spoke for Devin during this press conference about missing the weight. He was literally leading the conversation. What did this show me right there? Oh, Devin does not think for himself. Oh, Devin hasn't adapted that ability to operate in the way that he should be that benefits him. Oh, Garcia really is a man on the island. Garcia really is a man that has to do everything by himself. And people may think of that as a negative thing, but in actuality, it's very positive. I fear men that have consequences and that fear nothing. If you are a man that's like that way, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, you got to watch that individual, man, because that boy got a lot to lose. And when he got a lot to lose, you got to be fearful of that individual. Let's keep going.
Hey, Ryan.
Whatever you say, Dad. I got you.
Hey, Ryan, let's do 500,000 per pound.
Okay.
Let's do a shake on it.
Pay attention to how he rebutted after his father brought up that point. In the man world, ladies and gentlemen, he disrespected himself. Mr. Haney don't even know the young man that he's going into. His father humbled him in that moment. His father made him look like he can't even make decisions for himself. And in the man world, you don't even understand that's disrespect until you get older. When you got somebody else making decisions for you, you're not speaking for yourself. You're not making actions that will benefit you in a direct way. It makes you look dumb. You ain't got what I'm saying. But in actuality, you can see it. You can see it. You can see him having a real application, and the first thing they do is that you lean on yourself. And I'm gonna tell you why that matters, ladies and gentlemen. You watch the words, watch the actions. One thing I love about being a man, nobody values what you say, bruh. Nobody. We value what you do. In a man world, your actions speak twice as much as your words. You can talk as much as you would like, but if your actions don't match up, man, just watch. So, my thesis was Mr. Haney was speaking for Devin. Danny doesn't have a voice, Devin does not have a voice or variety for himself. How does this show up in the ring? I want you to watch it.
You have to go for the kill. You have to go for the kill.
Garcia
Watch.
in there.
Oh my God. Yeah, GG's.
Watch.
GG's.
I want you to pay attention to Devin Haney's eyes. Look at how he look at the corner for guidance.
Yeah, GG's, bro. Ref, call it off. Ref, call it. Ref, bro, get him off of him. Referee, get off of him. Get off of him, bro. What are you doing? Of course, referee's doing a terrible one, bro.
Whoa.
That's fucked.
Damn.
Bro, Donnie has just been...
Yo, he had his
Look at what he's doing, bro.
For real.
Bro, you didn't see him.
Oh, my day. Yeah, GG's. Bro, look, nah, referee, please. Referee, please. Thank you. That's GG's. That's GG's. Get the fuck off of him, bro. What? Oh, nah, this is getting fabricated.
That's over.
Nah, bro. Oh my God. This is manslaughter.
Yo,
Brother, get off of him. That's GG's. You get back. You don't get up. You don't get back up from that. You have to go for the kill.
Garcia.
Now, what that showed me in real time, shout out to the YouTuber that did that, was that when Devin Haney was flustered, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to respond. He didn't know how to parry. He did not in real time know how to think for himself, ladies and gentlemen. When that altercation, that situation was occurring, his first step was to go back to what his father taught him, which is nothing wrong with that. But how does that hurt you in the man world? It hurts you, ladies and gentlemen, because once you don't have the ability to think and operate for yourself, when real life consequences come to you, you do not know how to operate it. You freeze up. You pause. You mentally detach yourself. You don't even know how to allow situations to outlast you. And it's interesting to hear it because once those type of things start to happen in your life, y'all, right? And as you gain, you can see the guys in real time that struggle with that. Being in Houston, Texas, y'all, love my city. Shout out to Houston, right? When I meet a guy, we have a conversation, just a brother. I can tell what phase of life he is. I can tell mentally where he's heading into. I can tell where he has struggles with in the first conversation. How can I find out in the first conversation, man? What, you some scholar? No, I just pay attention. I'll pay attention to body language. I'll pay attention to how you speak. I pay attention to even, do you think for yourself or do you reference talking points that have already been said? The reason why that's so impactful, y'all, you may ask me, man, why, man, King Crack, what you talking about? Why is that so impactful? Why are you saying all this nonsense, man? Make it make sense. It makes sense, y'all, because like I said, when I hear both sides of a conversation and discussion, I don't just speak the main talking points. I use ideology and points that sound different. Case in point. This is a great talking point I heard today, right, y'all? Not quoting an individual. I'm pivoting, y'all. Mind we say it. When you hear a point, even if I don't agree with it, right, I listen. And this point was made by a gentleman who needs no introduction, right? And what this gentleman said was that he believed Caitlin Clark is a bigger celebrity than Simone Biles. Let me repeat that again. He believed that Caitlin Clark is a bigger celebrity than Simone Biles. Hey, not my words. I want you to hear from the man in his own actions.
America hates me. The world is going to hate me. And I can only see what they're saying on Twitter right now.
What she's speaking of, y'all, she had that mental health collapse, which is true. The young lady was dealing with a mental health disaster. What we don't recall and remember was that Larry Nassar, who was the sex crimes guy, right? I don't know if you remember him. Larry Nassar was his name, I believe. She was involved in that case. So she was going through a real life mental health tragedy because she was assaulted as a young girl by a guy who was sent into prison, and she had a mental health collapse, and people tried to say that it was a fault in the flu. That's what she's speaking of.
That was my first thought.
Simone.
I was like, holy shit, what are they going to say about me? Because usually if you go to the Olympics and you flop or whatever it is, everybody on their couch eating those little chips.
Right. It's like you let the country down.
Oh, I thought I was going to be banned from America because that's what they tell you. Don't come back. If it's not gold or bust, don't come back. And I was like, I don't. Thanks.
Simone Biles is pretending like she's Caitlin Clark.
I'm sorry, y'all. This dude could be saying anything.
And that people actually know who she is. Because you're right. She's a gymnast. And every 4 years, they're relevant for a 2 or 3 week stretch.
What, bro?
But Simone Biles could walk by the overwhelming majority of people in an airport and they wouldn't think twice. Oh, there goes a little black girl. Or, I mean, they just wouldn't think twice.
I want you to pay attention to something, y'all. Whenever this gentleman speaks, it's always negative. That's clickbait about Black Americans. I don't know if you peep that. Whenever he speaks as a sports commentator, his show is fearless, respect to him, right? It's always something negative about a Black American. Just pay attention to that. Anytime he speaks, it's negative about Prime. It's negative about Cap. It's negative always about a Black American. It is. It is. No matter what you think, I just want you to see the play. And once I see a play being ran over and over and over again, bro, we know what you're doing. No offense. Caitlin Clark is a superstar college basketball player. That's it. She has no clout. People do not know who she is. She is not world renowned as most people would say she is. She isn't. Just saying.
And so they build up this importance of themselves, and then they start doing things to make themselves appear important. But in the grand scheme, she's not important. People don't remember, don't recognize her on site. Most people, they just know, hey, that's the girl that quit in the Olympics. And yeah, I think she's won a bunch of gold medals or whatever, maybe the most.
You don't refer to Michael Phelps as the guy that smoked weed before the Olympics. You notice anything that's negative tends to stick more to some people. I wonder why.
But they don't really know. She didn't cut through the way, like when Caitlin Clark goes anywhere, people recognize her.
Yes.
That's not the same for Simone Biles. And what it is, this is a byproduct of these young people and this new era we're living in.
Can he use the right word? These niggas.
Where Twitter is their reality. That the tweets they get, well, I couldn't be getting all these tweets if everybody in America wasn't talking about me and still talking about me.
Caitlin Clark has about 2 million Instagram followers. Simone Biles has 7.5. Jason, what are you talking about?
It distorts reality.
Simone Biles is a superstar. She is. It don't matter what you think, if you like her. Caitlin Clark is popping right now. She's a one-hit wonder. Now, not saying she will be over long term. Simone Biles, Caitlin Clark. If we're going to talk sports, press, pub, the girl's been famous for almost 10 years. Caitlin Clark just hitting the scene. Who knows if she'll be popping next year? I don't know. In the word of bad takes, I gotta say, man, Whitlock have a lot of bad takes. And as a sports guy who loves sports, buddy, you miss a lot. You do. Please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy King Crowder with another edition of Live on Sunday, man. Let's keep going. Man, if you know me, you know I love the playoffs, man. It hurt my heart to see GOAT catch a beat down like that. Listen, that white man in Denver, Colorado is not to be played with. That white man in Denver is not to be played with. Man, as worthy, as harsh as it is to say, y'all, my Lakers ain't beating them, man. I'm going to go 6 games, Denver. I'm going to go Miami beating Chicago. Of course, that right. Playoffs afterwards, I'm going to go Cleveland over Orlando. I don't think Paolo has the playoff game yet. The way Joe is looking, man, Brunson, wow. That's all I got to say. Brunson, that boy is balling in real time. You ain't got to like the Knicks, but you got to respect the hustle, baby. You got to. You got to. Let's keep going. Boston over Miami. Jimmy's hurt. Dang. He balled out, man. Holly, as much as I love you, did the lights look too bright in your first game? I don't know, but Dame was balling. He shut the haters up. The Bucks look good, ladies and gentlemen. Next series, man, KD, you done, bro. You done, KD. I watched that game, and KD. Not offensive game, but all around. It's Ant's league, man. Devin Booker, you ain't better than Ant. Bradley Beal, you ain't better than Ant. You know what's the worst part about them all, y'all? They all in their prime. They all in their prime. Anthony Edwards look head and shoulders above all of them. To have all 3 All-NBA players and y'all can't strap them up at all was eye-opening. Dallas kind of surprised me, man. The Clippers actually gave a butt whooping. We already know Luka is the Clipper stopper. It did not look as great as it should have. New Orleans and OKC going to sweep them. Zion, baby, should have played, but you know, it's always something. Man, it's always something with Zion. Let me go on a rant right quick. Zion Williamson does not take basketball seriously. People don't like it when I say this, but Zion is not serious about basketball. He has not improved his game. He still drives to the basket at will, goes left. That's it. He don't have a mid-range. He don't have a flash screen. He don't have a floater. He doesn't have anything but an athleticism and dunking. Zion is still the player he was at Duke. He does not love basketball. He loves what basketball can bring to him. He is an incredible athlete who has not stepped up his game. I don't want to call him Ben Simmons, but he's looking Ben Simmons-esque. People don't like it when you say it, but it's injuries. It's constant pressure. It's never up where you're supposed to perform. I have strong opinions about guys like that, man. And you can tell who loves the game. Holly loves the game. SGA loves the game. Trae Young and Zion, where they improved at. I love Trae. He can shoot it. But, man, Atlanta need to go and move on from that, brother. It's the truth, man. You can see where the caps are. What do I mean by that is that whose game has hit its maximum capacity. You can see it. Zion, no matter where he goes, will not be committed. He doesn't even look like he's in shape. He doesn't. He does not look peak form. He gives me the Melo type of energy. You know how Melo never looked peak shape, but he always could score good because that's what he's talented at. But he never looked peak defensively. He never was peak rebound-wise. He just doesn't look like he loves the game. Luka loves the game. Good, bad, or indifferent. Luka is not the best built guy. But Luka there, man. He there every night. He shows up. He plays hard. Good, bad, or indifferent. You ain't got to like the man's game, but you got to respect what they do. And inside the NBA, you can tell quickly who is committed. If your game has not improved from year 3 to year 4, bro, what are you doing? The only thing you're doing is working out and working on your craft. You are not taking it seriously. I don't get paid if you get paid $8 an hour, $20 million an hour. Give me people that care. Give me teammates, workers, co-workers that care. If you do not care, it is easy to see. If you do not care, it is noticeable. People that do not care game has glaring holes in it. As talented as Zion is, he has underachieved. I'm going to give you another reason why he's underachieved. You ready? The top 5, top 1, number 1 picks in the past recent year. Is Zion not the worst out of all of them? What do you mean, King? He ain't the worst out of all of them. Let's go down the list. Is he better than Wemby? No. Is he better than Cade? No. Is he better than Ant? Hell no. Is he better than Chet? Hell no. Let's keep going. Is he better than Ja, who wasn't number 1 pick? No. Is Zion Williamson not the worst number 1 pick of the past 5 years? He is. He is. He's the worst one. He has not lived up to the capacity. And people think it's a hot take when you say that, but these are facts, baby. That's what I live in. I ain't living in conjecture. I ain't living in no world where I like to tell the 75%, y'all, I'm coming at you 100. If a guy is not improving, working on his game, working on his craft, it is noticeable. Zion, it's noticeable, dog. It's noticeable that you in New Orleans, living life, clapping cheeks, smiling, eating good, drinking with your family. That's it. You ain't in the gym, bro. Where has your game improved? Stop telling me, oh, he averaging a lot of points. One hit wonder. He in year 5, year 6. What has he done? All that talent on New Orleans, and they ain't as good as SGA in there. He ain't no as good as SGA. He don't take it seriously, y'all. He don't. He don't. And there's nothing worse in this world than people that play around, especially when you got it. When you have been given gifts and God has blessed you. But the beautiful thing is, man, it's a funny sense of humor because if you don't work hard, you lose them. And what we're seeing in round time, y'all, my advice to New Orleans Pelicans, I know it's crazy, trade them. Trade them, start over. You don't have a winning caliber player. You don't. Trade him. Trade him to Atlanta. Switch him and Trae Young together. I mean, what's the worst you can do? Right now, he is not affecting winning. No matter where he goes. I'm going to go to New York and average more. Man, bull job. He ain't better than no Brunson. No matter where he go, he ain't going to force no change. No matter where he go, he ain't going to do what he say he ain't going to do. When people show you who they are, believe them. My bold NBA tape. Trade Zion Williamson Pelicans. Start over. Trade him. He is not going to improve. You can give him another year if you want to. But if he doesn't average double-digit rebounds, double-digit points, why are you wasting time? Why? 140-point play-in tournament game? What's that going to get you? Strain knee? Trade him for a ham sandwich in the second round pick. I don't know. He done. Accept it. Cut your losses. Move on. As I'm doing my Toastmasters speech on this week, y'all. Toastmasters, your boy giving his first one in 2024. Extremely excited. Check out the book. Also dropping 2024. Your boy cooking up. I'm cooking up. My first speech is called Embracing Your Losses. I'm not gonna give you the gist of everything, y'all, but we gotta go into owning what you made a mistake on. People that act like you don't make a mistake and you keep going around and we acting like everything else is good, you fools go. Cut your losses. Nets, cut Ben Simmons. If they are not committed, I don't care how talented you are, you won't play. Cut your losses, man. Cut them. Cut them. Move on what happened, and move forward. I know it's uncomfortable, but you know what's worse? Trying to fix something that ain't gonna work. You know what else is worse? Trying to do something that has never worked in history. What we are seeing right now, going back to Zion Williamson, is a player that does not love the game. You're trying to make someone who doesn't love the game love the game. And what you're getting right now is the results of that. He doesn't love the game. It's okay. We ain't got to fuss about it. We ain't got to argue about it. He don't love the game, y'all. It's cool. Nobody's mad. Nobody's sad. It is what it is. We can move forward. We can accept the lesson. And that's it. That's it, y'all. Changing the speed, man. I know this is kind of old, but I thought this was very impactful, man. It was a lady. I'm gonna stop. It was a lady that I love my TikTok, y'all. Hold on. And sorry, pause the video. Let me give you some context behind it. A lady on TikTok, y'all, that made a very tremendous comment by saying, we don't even understand how deep our music culture and artists influence us to this day, right? And what she proposed was that when we think about our music artists, ladies and gentlemen, right? We don't think about who these people's target audience is. She made me pause for a moment. Target audience, what do you mean? Artist target audience? They're all hip hop artists. They're all, have their own core fan base. And she said no. She said we got to understand that some of these artists' audience are children. I had to pause for a second. I had to pause and contemplate, like, artist audience is children. And what it made me think of was the artist known as Sexy Red. And what was very interesting is that after she said these comments, and I want you to just watch, because I truly believe, y'all, watching the videos and seeing someone's honest reaction will tell you a lot. So she was invited to perform at a high school. Crazy. I don't know. She's clearly not an artist that be performing at schools, right? That needs to not be said. But she was performing at schools. First rule of thumb, I looked at how she dressed. Second rule of thumb, what music does she make? Third rule of thumb, who is she targeting for real? And what I came away from it was, this is songs could be for us, but no, it really is for children. And as you think about it, why is the provocative stuff encouraged among kids? And as you think about it, right, and you contemplate and you look at stuff, I'm going to show you several videos, y'all, that break down this stuff, and you're going to be like, oh. And I want you to see several different audiences, right? And they use real life examples. Again, like and subscribe. Coming back with the heat. Let's watch.
Put me. I came up here, got you. Try to talk to the kids, get in the word of that. They're gonna put me on me.
So I want you to pay attention to it. Very provocatively dressed, talking to the kids, giving the word of the day.
Come on, I like weed. Watch this.
Why is she coming to a high school talking and dressing like that?
I'll try to get married. Fuck that old man. Bitch, you're nobody.
And
you like I'm finna sit with y'all. They ain't come to see you, Otis. Bitch. You heard who they screaming for? Hi, y'all.
I had to watch it. I'm gonna let you watch it again, y'all.
Nobody called the police.
So this school put me. I came up here, got you. Trying to talk to the kids, getting the weather. They gonna put me off. Tell me I smell like weed. Watch this. He gonna try to get mad. Fuck that old man. Bitch, you're nobody. Bitch, like I'm finna sit with y'all. They ain't come to see you, Otis. Bitch. You heard who they screaming for? Hi, y'all. Bro, me fuck my head up.
Why is that cool? Am I the only one that's kind of creeped out about that? Like, you're going to a middle schooler, baby. Not forget the person, not the song, the artist, but are children supposed to be seeing that in middle school? I know it's just music. I know they may hear it, but why is that cool to see in school? I know she's an artist. I know she makes adult level music. I get it. But if a high school principal who did the wise thing by saying, no, that's not acceptable, tells you it's not acceptable, and you get on there and make a remark by saying, I'm still going to talk to the kids. If I was a dad at that school, man, I would feel some type of way about that. I would feel some type of way of that energy allowed to be around my kid. Because that energy is not kid-like behavior. It's not. And the reason why I bring this out, y'all, because I saw, I went down the rabbit hole and I saw another visual, right? And I like Lil Uzi music. Y'all just watch this.
Hi, everybody. How y'all doing today?
What's up, Uzi?
We all like my outfit? And y'all know I'm crazy for real. Y'all know I'm crazy, right?
Yeah.
I think everybody know I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what they say about crazy people?
What they say?
You better not get too close to them or they might bite. And I bite. And there's a lot of people that know I bite. So, before I bite somebody in this bitch, play that music.
Maybe I don't mean to sound like the old guy, but it's like visually seeing that. What do you think? Because to me, I think it's crazy. Like, bro, this dude was really performing with a purse, with his I get it's a different look. But what is the artistry?
What advice would you give to a 20-year-old?
Sorry. The artistry component of that is deep, right? I get it. You saying what it may need. We're saying how things are, but seeing that in real time, man, is kind of deep. And the reason why it's so deep, y'all, is because it leads to comments like this. Fair use.
Y'all gotta step y'all game up. Y'all are losing. That's on the streets. Y'all gotta step y'all game up. Y'all are losing to these dudes that's in the damn prison.
No, we not. We are not losing to the men that's in jail. I don't even know why you just lied like that.
And I be so like, I know I be down the TikTok tunnel, y'all. But when I be seeing stuff like this, I be like, people really be thinking like that? I'm gonna let them go.
We do not care about them women that's supporting the dudes in jail. They can have the trash and the leftovers. We do not want them. And then you gonna say men need to step our game up? Nah, you need to step your game up. You think we hurt or in competition with somebody that's in jail that can't go outside when they want to, that can't even go to the store, that can't go and buy their food, that don't pay rent, that don't pay bills, that their lights and everything is paid for by the state, while they in there eating soy meat and getting woken up every hour on the hour to wash their ass, shower and shit, and we in competition with them? Hell no. Drizzle, drizzle.
That's on.
I don't know why I find stuff like that funny, y'all. And again, I just be down the TikTok rabbit hole, but the reason why I find stuff like that so powerful is that subconsciously we don't realize how stuff lasts on you. And again, man, this is all fun. When I do my TikTok, y'all, it's usually fun stuff. It's good energy. It ain't nothing bad. But it's like you hear it and it's like, is this stuff real? Is it real? Then you see videos like this, brother, right here, man. It's like, I ask, is it real? Because it's like, we hear a message promoted to us, right? And when you hear these most messages promoted to us, I look at the actions, number one. Like that video I showed you, Sexy Red. I get it, she's an artist, right? Don't know the young lady. I'm not talking about her, the person. But the artist format and the songs and who they're for, why are any kids even have the option to listen to that? That shouldn't even be allowed. Am I tripping? Her music, to me, is kind of like nasty. Listen to it a little bit. I think it's too vulgar. I know that sounds crazy, right? But I get the audience that it's for. My question that I've been asking when I've been seeing videos like that is like, why is that appropriate anyway around kids? And maybe I'm sensitive to what kids can be and what they are. But man, we do not try to preserve any childhood for children anymore. Everything that's about childhood now, it's fun, it's drinking, it's celebrating, it's being an adult. Nothing about being a child is celebrating you growing up and you growing yourself. There needs to be a celebration of you going to your own prom, you getting your first phone number, you moving up the social and currency ladder. You don't have to rush to grow up, man. I'm glad that my parents made me stay a child as long as I could. I didn't understand at the time, but in the adult world, it is nothing more sadder when you meet a guy that never got to be a teenager, that never got to date, that never got to have a teenage years, that never got to have fun. The reason why, everything that he talks about is going to be centered around that. Everything that he discusses is going to be centered around dating, around getting sex, around having fun, because he never got to do that when he was younger. So if you want children to age sort of properly, right? What is properly? Give them that time to enjoy themselves. They will have plenty of time to have Sexy Red as they age. But why are you infusing that on middle schoolers? Why is that cool? Why is it cool for them to hear those type of songs as they're waking up in the morning? Not saying that you can't have fun. Not saying that you can't live life. Not saying any of the falling of the above is not on that. But why rush it, man? Why? Grow older. Enjoy the moment. Live your life slowly, honorably, understandably. And once you understand that, you will prevent some type of situations from occurring that's bad to you. And you know, good, bad, and different. Some people don't like what Charleston White got to say, but I always listen to the message and not the messenger. I can chew the fat and spit out the bones. But if you don't make those proper decisions, right, I want you to listen to what Brother Charleston White said about child support system and how it affects us. And as somebody that got brothers, family members that deal with it all the time, it's true. And I want you to watch it.
For they work against the best interest for the child. I've seen grown men weep and cry. I'm talking about gangster bad niggas, cause man, they just can't see because she got so much control over the baby.
So true. So true, man. The best advice I can give young man, have fun, sling it, live your life, but don't have no kids, bro. If you learn that the only way you can have kids is with that woman to be married, it's the only way. The baby daddy function, baby mama does not work, y'all. It's real. No matter how much money you got, i.e. Boozy, i.e. all these people, no matter how much influence you got, unless you have a woman under your leadership and y'all married or y'all trying as one, it ain't gonna work. It ain't. Everybody want a family. So do I. Do it the right way. Trust me, brothers. As much as anybody else love you, don't mess your life up. If you don't believe me, talk to anybody that has multiple children. They'll tell you. Sling the wood. Sling the mushroom trip. Have fun. Be for the streets. Live your life. But don't do it. Don't. I'm going to keep letting them play it out.
Baby, I watch niggas give up on life, homie. I watch niggas put their head down in shame and walk away from the baby because she got too much control. It breaks them.
And they have to understand, what does that mean that she has too much control? That he can't make a decision. And we have to understand that men right now are in a point in the legal system where it has to be an overcorrection that must happen. Right now, it's too much women-centric. An overcorrection will occur and must occur to even it out.
Man, spirit and soul. Your son or your daughter looking at you and mama got all to say and you supposed to be daddy, then you can't be the hero. Right. Then you can't be that kid's hero. Because mama played a villain and you.
That's real, man. And emotionally, most men don't like to discuss these type of topics. But when Charleston White is speaking about the vulnerability of this, man, he's right. As somebody that's lived through it, been through it, walked through it, what he's saying is so real. And I got brothers, man, that are fighting legal system battles right now. Shout out to baby bro. But it's hard, man. As a guy fighting for the rights of your son, older bro, baby bro, brothers talking about it, you will fight an uphill battle. Period.
You can't come save your child from that villain. How you gonna be that hero? I kicked this goddamn door in to get my baby. Bitch, that nigga, yeah, now I'm gonna be a hero.
Man, that was powerful. I want to share you powerful messages. The reason why I want you to always have a powerful perspective. My definition of live on a Sunday is for you to learn something, ladies and gentlemen. Along with us, have fun. And along with you having fun on your Sunday fun day, I want y'all to notice something, y'all. You know, as someone that deals with all types of people in life, the economy is slowing down. The reason why I know that is that small business owners have mentioned in my city that permits, bids, and everything have been down about 25%. And as a small business owner, you can ask them and they'll tell you how the economy is going. So I still want you to live your life. I still want you to have fun. I still want you to be safe, but I want you to load yourself up. I want you to protect yourself. I want you to know that this time this year, this election cycle this year is real. I think this is the first time in American history in about 70, 80 years since the civil rights movement that we could potentially have real life issues in this country. Good, bad, or indifferent, not to scare you, not to fear monger you, but you need to be aware. You need to be aware how to take care of yourself, how to build, how to grow, how to change, how to live a different lifestyle if you need to, because right now we could very seriously have shortages. We can have outages. We could be without things for a while. If you do not have things stored up and prepared, please do so. Please. Right now, the way this country is going and the way the situation is going, if the economy is slowing down, all the entertainment things are going to be done. So if your job is based around entertainment, consumption, or fun, please take care of yourself. Please go to something that's going to outlast and that's always need to be developed. Please understand that this economy is going to force us to change. All the fun jobs, especially in Houston, all the tourist attraction is going to go down substantially. It just is. And it's scary to talk about, but mentally you need to be prepared for that. So it needs to be childcare. It needs to be education. Anything that is long-term building. Policing, law enforcement, health, mental health, construction. Anything where it's building, repairing that is essential to our lifestyle. You understand it's on the line right now. It is. It's on the line. If you want to get paid more, you will have to be ready to take those type of things. Because our entertainment industries, once this economy shock, will go down. We already seeing housing prices cool off. Check the pricing levels. You will see companies fall off, y'all. Every 10 years in America's a cycle. Somebody loves history. Economically, ebbs and flows happen. Recessions and flows happen. That's why the TikTok ban is going to be significant. As someone that loves TikTok, as you see, the ban is coming. That's going to substantially hurt some people economically. But what they are doing is that they are circling the wagons. Think about it. Texas has already banned some porn, some sexual sites, right? Which I get it. Texas has banned some already. Next, they're going to be banning access to social media for teenagers. The bans, the changes, the modifications are coming, y'all. We don't know how real these mass changes are going to be, but they're going to be substantial. So mentally prepare yourself. If you cannot sit and read or live quietly, you need to start doing it. If you cannot sit there and be by yourself and adjust, you need to figure it out. I'm telling you in real time right now, this time in a few years will be different. I'm going to say next year, we're going to see a lot of changes. I predict we're going to see it. I do. Not in a bad or a good way. It's just how we've always been. And the main part of having uncomfortable conversations is that them will understand it's normal. People try to avoid uncomfortable conversations, y'all. I necessarily don't understand why. But the only way we can get to a different level, different point in life is to have that uncomfortable conversation. Because when you have that uncomfortable conversation, that's when reality sets in. You know where you're going, where you're heading, what you're doing, what you're heading towards, and what's next up on the horizon. Economically, politically, socially, these are some big time events that's going to happen. And you must be prepared for it. Moving on to my final and last point. Man, is hip hop back? Is rap back? Keep it 100. Drake punched twice. Drake's first diss, Push Up, was solid. Tailor Made was a Kendrick type move. Kendrick Lamar, you on the clock, baby. You are on the clock. You got to respond, big dog. I know you can say that I'm mystical and I'm methodical. You done called yourself the hip-hop boogeyman. Drake lived up to it. Drake did some straightening. And, bruh, you better come with some Pusha T level of dissing. Because Drake then dropped 2 disses back-to-back, use hip-hop legends, use iconic format and different ways of targeting them. Kendrick, if ain't nobody else going to tell you the TDE philosophy will not work, brother, you better get rid of that now. I know you saying I'm going to do it this way, I'm doing it my way. No, sir. This will blemish your career if you're not prepared. I wrote down some phenomenal notes, y'all, and I'm going to read them to you. The reason why Drake is going so hard, which is phenomenal, Drake realizes that he has 3 things that fulfills him so much. The Pusha T situation. He took a massive L and a blemish to his career. Drake will not go through that trauma again. That's why he's coming out aggressive, phenomenal, and on point. Shout out to my boy Melvin. The next thing, Drake is Thanos. What? Drake is Thanos. He uses everyone else's ability and can adapt to anything. We must remember, Thanos got his powers from taking other people's stones and using them. Drake is the ultimate adapter. Style, tone, flexion, vocal execution, variety, and beat craft ability. That's who Drake is. He is Thanos. hate or love it, dislike it or disapprove, the boy got a style that is legendary. And you got to understand, Drake has perfected his skill set over the past 15 years. Love it or hate it, the brother is constantly putting in work year after year. You know what I respect more than anything, y'all? As a basketball fan, I love LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen, right? Love GOAT James. What I love about LeBron so much is that he's consistently great. People realize you can have 1 or 2 good years, but to be consistently great is a different level. Drake has consistently dropped music. No years off. Drake has consistently been in the ear, has consistently dropped songs, has consistently stayed relevant, has consistently been inside the music genre. Kendrick Lamar has not done that. TDE gave him a 1990 rapping philosophy that has hurt his legacy. You have to drop more songs more frequently and to stay in the news wire more frequently. J. Cole has done it. Drake has done it. Ross, the other artist, Ye does it. Kendrick Lamar has not. To me, that has hurt his legacy. The philosophy, I'm going to wait and drop, does not work anymore, bro. And I don't know who's in Kendrick Lamar's circle, who is not telling him the new artistry format, but maybe he needs to hear it. So I'll tell him personally, hey, Doc, Kendrick, you had a phenomenal first album. You've had some duds along the way. You need to change, bro. The way you drop song, the way you drop formats, the way you drop your artistry records does not work anymore. You must pivot to what the newer generation likes. Not my generation, but the 25 and under crowd. They don't look at you the same, bro. Your rap guidance and philosophy has hurt you. You, my friend, Kendrick, you must pivot. You must change. You must alter. You must go about what you're doing a different way. The old school philosophy does not work anymore, Kendrick. Pivot to what the new audience wants. Prove it to what the new audience requires. That means that you must release faster. That means that you must choose your rapper style. That means that you must adjust, buddy. And if you want to keep outselling, doing tours, doing records like you've been doing, Kendrick, you got to make it happen. Now, I know it's uncomfortable to hear. Change, mental change is always never fun, y'all. But the moment you do that, that's the moment you get better. Because right now, Drake got you in a chicken wing. And the best diss was from VA. Shout out to Breezy. But we're seeing the groundwork being laid. If you are an artist, the 5 elements of hip-hop, if you do not know them, DJ, b-boy, consciousness, lyricism, and graffiti, artistry. You must have those 5 elements to be a top-tier hip-hop artist. If you look at any of the big artists, they all have them. Artistry. They all have them, all of them. Consciousness. You must have those type of songs. If not, you will pigeonhole yourself. You will have limitations. You will not live up to your expectations. So, Kendrick Lamar, you are on the clock. My opinion, you got a week to respond, bro. Maybe 2, but you got to respond. I'm waiting on the album. I don't know if you can do that, Kendrick. Ain't nobody else gonna keep it 100. I will. You got less time than that. You gotta make your adjustment, boy. You gotta make your changes, buddy. And if you want to put Drake where he is, you gotta out-rap him. The only one that slayed Drake was Pusha. Ugh. Pusha T, VA legend. He the only one. And what he did was bar for bar. What he did. Pusha T gave the blueprint. He gave the agenda. He laid down the foundation work. He showed what a lyrical onslaught would be. That's what you got to do. You can't say I'm this, I'm the boogeyman, I'm this, bruh. All that yapping, you got to stop it. You got to put that work in now, Kendrick. Pressure's all on you, dog. I don't want to hear another K-Dot fan tell me, no. What I love about the man world, what your results? I love the man world. What are your results, bruh? Don't talk me to death. Show me. That's what Kendrick had. Drake did it 2 times. 2 of them. Drake did it twice. Good, better, and different. But he went into that. He got in the booth. He put his jacket on. He said, I'm putting on for hip hop. I'm coming at Kendrick directly. I'm going to throw strays at everybody else. But Kendrick, I'm coming at you for the nut. I'm getting more love in your city than you are, brother. All was disrespectful. Now, K-Dot, Kendrick, West Coast legend. The mysterious has to stop. The subtle side, this has to stop. You got to stand on business. If ain't nobody else going to tell you, Kendrick, I will. You got to wait to respond, dog. You better come heavy. You better come correct. You better come with some substance. Because if what not, Kendrick, Drake will affect your legacy. Mr. Morales was a classic. Good Kid, Mad City, The Pimp a Butterfly, classic. That Big Stepper, it was alright. It was mid. It was alright. Keeping it real. You have got to put out some substance. Anybody else want to hear it, Kendrick? You put yourself here. I think you're good with that, man. But as a West Coast guy, shout out to the West. LA, Sacramento, San Francisco, Oakland, the whole West Coast. Phoenix to the Chi-Town, Portland up to Seattle. Shout out to y'all. Kendrick. You on the clock, baby. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see how this week is going to go. I'm excited to see hip-hop being displayed on big TV. And this ain't beef, y'all. Chris Brown and Quavo, that's beef. Beef is on the menu with the time right on this topic. I hope I broke it down. Beef in the playoffs. Beef as a competition. Beef as men proving themselves. That's what beef is. We ain't talking about in the streets. That's for the people that can't control themselves emotionally. But as a man, you got to compete. That's what beef is. Beef is our internal motivation to make us prove and be better people. Beef is not a negative term. Beef is meant to push yourself better than a man you want to become. I hope you learned something from this broadcast. And number one, I want to make sure I give my people what they need. Mentally, coming to this week, high hopes, be a better version. 1% better, laugh, smile, and joke with each other. I got a big week coming up, but I'm excited. I prayed about it, and I left it alone. First speech, book edit, meet down with the editor. Hey, and even your own boy's personal photo shoot. Whew. I'm so happy to be here. Thank God for your blessings. I want to pray and thank for all of you all who got to chop it up and lay it on with me. It is I, your gracious host, King Crowder. I hope you enjoy your first day of the week. Remember, 6 days labor and 1 day rest. Work hard. Smile. Enjoy yourself. Remember, we only get one journey in this thing called life, baby. Make sure you live it up to the best. If you're still not a member of my channel, please like, comment, subscribe. I drop history videos, real life time, and I'm funny on the side. I hope they get to going because I love doing what it's doing, man. I found a little bit of my passion and what things I like to do. I love to share. I love to teach. I love to educate. Until next time, enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. Smile and realize every day is a blessing. Good, bad, and different, baby. Until next time. Peace.